freaking tired. Normally when I come here, I at least come away with one image pretty much every time I come here. Regardless if I want to keep it or I like it, I at least get one. So I hope today that I can leave with another one. Maybe it'll be a little more along the lines of something I want to keep. So I'm here at one of my state parks that's near my house. It's actually like some land that the state park owns, but it's actually nowhere near the state park, the actual state park. It's in the woods, kind of down a dirt road. But came here multiple times, and I'm excited this morning to kind of see if I can find anything different. I jumped over that for the video, but I was thinking to myself, I could just easily walk around. But then on the way around, I realized that area was covered in thorns. So maybe it's sometimes better to take the harder route. Okay, so first image of the day. Been walking around for about 30 minutes. And I found this little spot where the sunlight's coming through really nice. And just trying to hurry here, because I don't think this light's going to stay for much longer. let me just show you. Okay, so I'm gonna double check my focus. And I'm actually going to go in here. Two-second timer. This thing is brand new for me. Normally I did the screen, touch the screen, 2-second timer. It was okay. It still kind of shook the camera a little bit, so some of my images were not 100% sharp, and that bothered me for a long time. And I think it was this past time I came out here. And I used my phone as a remote shutter. And I got home and I looked at the images and is this kind of lopsided? Hang on. That's a little better. I looked at the images and they were super clear. Super clear. And I was really happy about it, and I figured that was majority of the reason was having that that remote shutter. And I'm got a 16:9 crop of this right here. So just a little bit. And I shot portrait 16:9 Alcon landscape, and I'm still 16:9. No, I'm sorry, I've done portrait 16:9. Now I'm at square crop. I'm at 135 mil, and I'm actually really happy with this. This is really nice. I'm really trying to get into the habit of checking my focus as much as I possibly can, because somewhere like this, you know, I can go back to next weekend, tomorrow. But if I go further off, 2-3 hours away, it's a lot less likely that I'll return there the next weekend or the next day. So I really got to make sure I check my focus as much as I possibly can to make sure everything's sharp. Now in this particular picture or image, for the most part, I've completely gone away with the sky. There's no sky in the picture. And I really like that. I really like that about it. I'm going to have to go in and look at the different 16:9 square and see what I like the most, and then I'll pop the image up right now. Okay, so I just, okay, so I just had like a really happy moment, and then at the same time, I kind of got reality, which, anyway, about 2 years ago, I started taking images on an actual DSLR camera. Up until that point, I always used my phone, and it was always like really just, you know, just okay images that I put on Instagram. Nothing really special. Very rarely did I ever actually even put them on Instagram or put them up for anybody to see. I always just kept them on my phone, showed my family, and that was really it. But at one point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a camera, sorry, excuse me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a camera. And I bought one, and I started taking pictures, like setup pictures. I started taking like where I set up the back of my truck, or I set up a room or my house or whatever, and took images like that. That was super fun because you get to be really creative doing that. But I've always been really drawn to landscape stuff because I love the outdoors. I love being in the outdoors. And I took this camera and I would go out and I would take 50 or 60 images, like a crazy amount of images. I would go home, I would edit majority of them, and then I would start putting them out on Instagram. And that's really it. I would send them to my family. And this is really bright. There we go. Okay. And I started getting a little better. I started growing. I started watching YouTube videos on people going out and taking landscape pictures, and I started understanding a little more what I was looking for whenever I went out. Personally, what I was looking for, not what they were looking for, but I kind of interpreted how they searched and looked for images, and I started doing the same. And I got a tripod, and I got all of this stuff, and eventually I got to the point where I wanted to get a better camera. So I said, heck with it, I'm just gonna buy the best one, in my opinion, that I can buy, my dream camera. And if I never upgrade again, I'll have that camera for the rest of my life. So I got the Canon 5D Mark IV, and I upgraded my tripod, and I still did the same thing. I went out and I took 100 images every time I went out, and I got so excited to go out and take images that I never slowed down and tried to find a certain image, or maybe look or hunt for a certain thing. And later on I started to kind of really get the urge to do that. I really wanted to say, okay, I want to find a specific image when I go out today, and I would go and I would look for that certain picture, and I got pretty good at doing it. And just a second ago I took what I think is a really, really cool image, and the reason why I was so happy about it is I finally got this camera, a second camera, to film these videos. And I've always wanted to film videos like this, and I've just never done it. It's really awkward holding the camera in front of your face and talking in front of it, and you hope nobody looks at you because they'll think you're weird. At this point I don't care. And I just had a moment where I had my new nice camera out. I had this camera out. I was filming it like all the people that I watch on YouTube, and I was putting my gear up, and it was just so nice knowing that I got here, I started filming, and I did not take my camera out until I was 100% sure that I had a good image, a good picture. And it was just really nice. It was really nice having this camera to record everything, and I think that helped me not take it out and search for that specific image and look for it and find it. And it was really nice. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is really cool. I'm really enjoying myself. This is fun. I got this camera out. I got both my tripods out. And I go to move this camera and this tripod, and the tripod leg breaks. So, that's just life, I guess. I guess that's the moral of that story is you're always going to have moments where life is really, really good, really, really fun, and then you turn around and it can just be the most irritating thing. First time I bring my this camera out to film a video, a full-length video, a full video, and my tripod breaks. I'm hoping I can fix it though. I'm hoping I can fix it. A couple weeks ago, I was down in Apalachicola National Forest, and I filmed this video about a project I was working on, and it still probably will be the opening video to that project. But I took a picture this morning that I'm pretty sure, and when I say pretty sure, I'm about 75% positive that that picture is going to be in the project. And I just wanted to film this video that if I did to choose to put that image into the project, I could film this video on site the day of. But I woke up a little late this morning and I was kind of bummed about that because I still had to get gas before I came out here, and it's about a 25-minute drive for me. And it was cold. Not as cold as it has been since fall started, but it was pretty cold. And this is actually the very first YouTube video that I'm gonna make, and it's just so crazy to me to think that possibly one of my images that I get in my project is from that video. It was a really cool morning, and I spent probably 20 minutes walking around trying to find one image, or just an image, a picture. And I spent most of the morning actually working on the YouTube video, so I wasn't really looking around too much. And I got to a point in this woods that I normally come to where I hadn't been any further back. I had always gotten 2 or 3 images. It was later in the morning. I got to a certain point and I just turned around. And honestly, that's because I stopped all along the way to take pictures, and this morning I didn't. I just kept walking. And I'm happy I did that because I came across these 2 trees. One was a little bit, it was a pretty good bit taller, but they're the same tree. They may be the same tree, and they've just split apart into 2 different trunks. But one's a pretty good bit taller than the other, and they're right beside each other. And it was at the very back of these woods where this trail goes all the way around. It curves at the very back corner of this wood, and then it starts coming back up along this side, back out to the road. And it was at that very back corner, and it's crazy to think about, but another image that I've taken back there that I really, really like has been in that back corner. But I came in, I say that, even though I just said this is the furthest back I've been to that back corner, but I've been on this part. You go further down the road and park, and then you can walk straight down to it, so it's not that far of a walk. But if you come from this direction, it's a lot further of a walk back. And from this direction, I've not been that far back. But I stopped, took my camera out, I set it up, and I knew as soon as I turned my camera on, set my focus, that this one was going to be good. This one was going to be really good. And I haven't edited it yet, but the people in the video, and I watch these videos all the time on YouTube, but these people that go out and they take pictures, and then they take the edited picture and they put it in the video, and they always say that, oh, well, y'all have seen it before I do. And I'm like, that's so weird to say, but in reality, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and like, I mean, y'all have already seen it before I do, right now. And I say y'all, and it's like for the 15 or 20 people that may watch it. It's just for fun, for practice. But anyway, I'm really happy to have gotten this one. I think that's a really good fall picture, and I really wanted to get a fall picture for my project. I would love to get a fall, a winter, a spring, a summer, and then one more that's abstract or intimate, really just detail of the ground or a tree, or if I go back to a mountain range, a certain small area of the mountain, something that the person that looks at it really has to look and study it for a second to kind of get an idea of what it is. Or so I don't have a name for it yet. I will have a name for it before the project goes live, and this video may be in the YouTube video, or this video may be in the release of the project. I don't know. I'm at almost 6 minutes now, so I kind of wanted to bring my release videos down to maybe like 2 minutes, and I wanted to combine some of the video that I did filming it and some like kind of B-roll type stuff, and then the picture to a 2 to 3 minute long video. So this probably will go on the YouTube video. YouTube video is gonna be freaking long. Holy crap! But it would be really cool. Actually, I'm positive this video will go into the YouTube because I want to document every little step on the way. So yeah, this one will go in the YouTube video. Yeah. So in a year from now, when I'm still working on this project, I can go back to a year from ago videos and see this video and be like, holy crap, I've came a far way. Okie dokie. I think I'm pretty much done here. Got here a little late, and I walked all the way to the back before I got a picture. So I think it's it for today.